Hello, today I'm going to show how to upload files to Wikimedia Commons with GLAMpipe. Something that you should not know about GLAMpipe is that it works completely differently than GlamWiki toolset or Pattypan. GLAMpipe is a generic batch processing tool. It means that you run series of operations to all your data. Although you can make manual edits, but it's not a spreadsheet program. GLAMpipe operates on documents, not cells and rows. What do you need is you need 3 images that are accessible. Then you need metadata in machine readable format. For example, CSV or spreadsheet. And this is very important to read a guide to batch uploading before you make your upload. And then you need GLAMpipe. The workflow in GLAMpipe is following. You first import your metadata, then you map your metadata to Commons. It means that you create wiki text inside GLAMpipe. You can process your data so that it fits to Commons, and then you need to download images if they are not already on your computer. You calculate checksums for images, and then you ask if these files are already in Commons, and then you make an actual upload. So I will make a demonstration. I use real dataset here. Real data. First I import metadata. It's a CSV file that was exported from LibreOffice. And I choose file, then I create node. This doesn't import anything, it just uploaded the file to the GLAMpipe, and I click this node and I open settings here, and here are the settings for import, separator, encoding, and so on. This default should be fine for this file. And so we have our data here. I can now close settings. Here is this hamburger, so you can choose what fields are visible. So I want to see artist order, name, title. So yes, we have data. Now I want to map this data to Wikimedia Commons. It means I need to produce wiki text. So I choose process the data, map data, Wikimedia Commons. I choose template. There are 3 templates currently, and I define what is the name of the field that is created. This default is fine. I click create node. Now I have new node here and its settings. There are quite a lot. But first you define where's the title of this file. not please note this is not a page title, it's the title in Wikitext. So we have title here. So now we made our first mapping. We map our title to the title in Wikitext, and now we can run this for this first item. This is the Wikitext it created, and here is preview button, and I can see how does it look like in Commons. So this is the workflow. You change things and then you make this preview. This is very handy, so you don't make mistakes in your work. So I can continue. Now, if this title has language information in separate field, I could choose here. But if I know that these titles are some language by default, I can make a static language for all titles. And now if I preview, you can see that it's Portuguese. Then there's description, permission. I can make a static permission. I'm not sure if this is right, but I can use these license templates CC BY for 4.0, and then I run it and I preview. So we have license. Then there is times that you cannot use some values directly. You have to modify them. For example, there is categories part, and here is categories in our data. Now if we have a look, we can let's see how these categories are, what these categories are, how they are displayed. So as you see, they are there's one string of categories. There's a semicolon as a separator. We can't use this directly. We need to split this. So let's split this. We go process data, and then we take modify data, and we find here split to array. I choose this categories field here, and the output field is categories splitted by default. I can rename it whatever I want, but let's keep this. Now I just put semicolon here and I try. Okay, I can batch run it for everyone, for every item, every document. Now we have a list of categories. This is what I can now use here in my mapping. Now I choose not categories, I choose categories split, run this again, you see now it's working. Okay, let's say our metadata is now complete. We then need to deal with files. And the files are in Google Drive. It's in part, if I remember correctly. So these are, sorry, not in Google Drive, in Dropbox. But you cannot download directly from Dropbox. But there's a little trick you can do. So in order to download files directly from Dropbox, I need to change this address. So I need a search and replace. I go to here, modify data, search and replace, and I will use path replace. So I need Dropbox.com. I need to replace it dl.dropbox usercontent.com. Let's try. Now this should give me a direct file. Yes, it works. So I just run it for everyone. Now I have a direct link to the file. Now I can download those files. So there's file operations, download, and now I need to take this part replaced. Now I can run, try this. It's working, and it downloads. Yes. Now if I batch run this, then it would download all of these files. But I don't do this now. I can make it later. Now I need to calculate the checksums for images. So I process the data, file operations, checksums. Now I need to give the location where this file is in that GLAMpipe installation, and it's this part replace download. This is the local path to the file. So part replaced download, and it writes this exam to field checksum, and I try. Now this is the checksum for this file. Now I need to ask if this file is already in Commons. Again, I add a node. Now I add a lookup node. This Commons check file existence. Now I can choose if I ask from production Commons or beta Commons. And I ask for production. And now I need to choose this field where this checksum is, and where does it write the result. Let's go by default, and now I can ask, is this file already in Commons? No, it isn't. If it was, then there would be a link to the file. Okay. Now we have metadata. We have checked that file is not already in Commons. We can make an actual upload. And again, I add the node. I add it from here, write the data. Here is the export data to web. There is Commons upload files. Now there's a couple of drop downs here. You can choose if you upload beta commons or production commons, and it's always a very good idea to practice beta. Page name. Now this is the address of this file in Commons, and this must be unique. Now we could make a better title for this, and we could also check that this title is really unique, but let's not do it now. We just use this title. Then we need Wikitext. Well, Wikitext is in Wikitext field where we created it. Is file in Commons test result. So it's in Commons prod. Now this, okay, we have a problem here. We asked if this file is in production, but we are uploading to beta commons. Well, I don't change that, but of course you need to check. If you are uploading production, you need to ask from production, and if you are uploading beta, you need to check from beta. File location. This is where this file is in this GLAMpipe installation, the local installation, and it's path replaced download. This is the file. File extension. The page title must have extension, and now we used page name this title, and it doesn't have this extension, so we used extension that was found when we downloaded this file. And finally, where do we write the result? Now we can create node. Now we are ready to make an upload to beta. I will let's try. This always good idea to test it first with this thing run. So run for this. It's trying to log into Commons. So login was successful. Well, this took really long time, but it's now there. It's there. It's very tiny metadata, but it's we made an upload.